Good evening, everyone. A warm welcome once again on Mommy's World for you and me. This is Friday, and we are hosting our Instagram live series with our new guest. And our guest will be joining us soon. Before that, a lot to say and heartfelt thanks to everyone who really appreciate the efforts, who really supporting all the series we have launched since the inception. There have been n number of initiatives we have taken, and all thanks to you guys that you have always supported and spread the good word about it. Thanks a lot for this. Instagram live series was actually launched for a few entrepreneurs and mompreneurs, where we really wanted this pandemic to get over soon by pushing them for their business. And thankfully we have literally got so beautiful mompreneurs who are doing wonderful in their business. This actually clears the air that we need not to empower women. Women are already empowered. Women are doing the best, and they are making sure that they are doing the best for their family and in their business. Instagram live series actually had too many mompreneurs who were at the verge of giving up, but thankfully they have joined us and they got some recognition, they got the business, and they really felt the presence that Mommy's World is there to help them. I'm super glad to share that we are going to end this series very soon, and the few episodes which are left have some amazing entrepreneurs with us. This is really beautiful to see and encouraging. You have always been there with Mommy's World for You and Me and all the initiatives. So today, as you can see, that a little more good vision and decked up profile from Mommy's World for You and Me, and that's because we are celebrating festivals. Yes, we have already announced our Diwali online exhibition, which is starting on 25th, and amazing response, guys, amazing response. Yes, we are actually booked, almost booked, with the amazing mompreneurs, and soon they will start sharing about their products on Mommy's World for You and Me Facebook community. This Instagram live series will come to an end in just few weeks, and I really look forward from all the mompreneurs to join us for all the series, so that we can help them, and we will make sure that you reach to mass audience. That's a promise. Yes, so this is what we are doing, the initiatives and everything. Let's welcome now today's guest. She is an educationist and she has a good experience in education field. She is also having some side projects where she is involved as an entrepreneur. So we would like to welcome Kinjal Shah today, who will be answering your queries related to your kids' online sessions, why they are putting so many tantrums, why they are not understanding that it is important to attend these classes. Yes, we would want all the myths, because parents think it is important to get rude with them. Let's ask from the educationist herself. Hi, Kinjal.
Hello, Shaluji.
Kinjal, I'm audible to you?
Yeah, absolutely audible to me.
Welcome.
Hello,
A warm
everybody.
welcome for this.
Thank you so much.
Instagram Live series is happy to have you, and glad to say that we didn't had any educationists before you, and this is one
Okay.
thing our moms are looking forward today. Since there are just few weeks left for Instagram Live series, I'm glad that you have come and you'll be sharing the insights about the right parenting to handle kids. So before that, Kinjal, please share your journey and how you started. How was it? A brief about it.
Yeah. Hello, viewers, lovely mommies. A warm welcome to all of you. This is Kinjal Shah here, and educationist by profession since past 14 years. And I started the journey way long back, say almost like, it's a year, say 2000. And so, and in between, I had to be on a break because of the motherhood. And there was no looking back ahead. I started my journey as an educationist, and then slowly and gradually as time passed away, I had my other ventures as well. I did currently social cause wherein we were successful in planting 2 lakh saplings at Wada near Mumbai. It was like we have always been seeing mega man-made statues or buildings or lot many other things, constructions, but this was a mega man-made forest. It was huge in its kind, where we had planted 2 lakh saplings, adopted 250 farmers and 200 local Adivasis. So after planting the trees, they would be, taking care of the trees. So that was my one cause. In lockdown, also I have worked with
About education field. Sorry to interrupt you, but we would like to hear what are your journey related to teachings and how you ended up
I'll be
becoming
coming
a professor.
Like being, I have actually done my, I'm a textile designer, but due to the forte and the passion for kids, that led me to do, my studies in the kids and my early childhood care and education, the B.Ed, and then my journey began. And it was, initially the journey was not really smooth, but after experience, I started gaining, more and more experience. And with the experience today, like wherever I am a national award winner twice at Delhi for best teacher contributing to student development and Sarvocha Seva Samman. Because I always believe that knowledge is always, if we share the knowledge more, it would light the lamp of knowledge to the children who are less fortunate enough also. So that's how I began my journey. And then I have achieved many, like currently I also achieved an award like top 10, 11 achievers among the India, where I was one as an educationist, wherein I was the only single educationist nominated among 700 entries, and I was among the 11 Achievers Award. Also, I was being awarded as the Lifetime Achievement Award in the field of education by an NGO, Daughters Are Blessings. So this is all my journey about education.
That's great to hear about, and you really had some good achievements and milestone in your book. So Kinjal, as if now you also teach online kids?
Yeah, absolutely. Because
what
of this pandemic.
The grade, which classes you take?
Initially, I used to cater up till 4th grade, but currently I have children up till 9th grade and 10th grade, like all the grades I take. Basically, English language is my forte. So English literature and SS is what I have been teaching to higher grades, and lower grades I teach English, SS and science as well.
So Kinjal, the I guess important thing what every mom wants to know and must be having queries also. Now, since you know that we have online schooling, in-house schooling is something has never been happened to our kids, and they are not used to it. So you are into online teaching. How do you make sure that जब आप पढ़ा रहे हो कि आपके बच्चे सिर्फ आपकी तरफ ही focused हैं आपको सुन रहे हैं और इग्नोर नहीं कर रहे हैं, और क्या आप उनसे वो जो प्रोजेक्ट्स उन्हें देते हो वो खुद करते हैं, आपको कैसे पता चलता है ये सब चीजें?
See, while dealing with, because currently due to the pandemic, all the teachers had to shift from offline to online, and that shift was neither an easy journey for the teachers as well as the parents and the children. So currently in this online classes, the role of parents equally plays an important duty, because we as a teacher would deliver, but otherwise parents are the first best teachers for their child. So during online, I always believe that normally when the classes have begin, teacher, I always plan my schedule prior hand, and I make sure that, because even we as an adult, if even we are in any seminar or anything, our time span or our concentration is not more than ideally 15 to 20 minutes at the most as an adult. Even after 20 minutes or so, even we start fidgeting, and even we feel, a little bored, or we feel start yawning a little bit. So for children, be it any age, the concentration of the children is, the span of the concentration is not more than 5 to at the most 10 minutes. So that 10 minutes, it's absolutely important for me to grab their attention. So to grab their attention, I make sure that that 10 minutes, they are there with me fully. So in that 10 minutes, I make sure that the teaching pattern, whatever I include, it has to be two ways. It has to be interactive. Children have to be involved, whether they are a toddler or whether they are a ninth grader or a 10th grader. So when they are interactive, we come to know many things, mainly from their body language, from their interaction, how well they are into the studies with me. At times, we need to give them their space. For that, there are certain things which I make sure every class on and off, I inform the parents that please make sure that this online class, treat it as a school. It is not a vacation. So make sure that you have to disciplinize your children. Make sure that you have a fixed place where there is no distraction, and the study place where it is free of any disturbance, as in a house where a child is studying. Make sure that in that small area there is no course, nothing is being happening to avoid their distraction. And of course, we need to give a free hand to the children. Like in mid of the something, when we are doing a concept, if a child comes and connects with me, that teacher, this was the thing what I did, absolutely the child is being welcome. Do not cut their child that moment, that yes, we will do that later. No, let the child explore. And in fact, I involve my children to involve with their peers as well. That, because like whenever even we have a Zoom call or anything, like every day if we are engaging, how we feel that bored. Even we feel like interacting. We have lot many things to share as a mother. If we call up our friends or anybody, we have lot many things in built that पूरे दिन में क्या हुआ. We are also very excited. So same way, please treat the child as well, and allow the child to give that freedom to cross their boundary. I do not say that, this is the study time, so you have to study. So if we give that restrictions, the child will feel that boredom. And at times they switch on the camera, they will not listen, they will make parents run helter-skelter. So to avoid all this, I engage with them in such a way that 7 minutes, I need their focus, I need their attention. For that attention, memory, concentration, inquisitiveness, that all go hand in hand, like how we braid a plait. So, like certain things, if I tell them and I leave it, like how normally Ekta Kapoor does in her serials, at the end, वो मोड़ पे आके छोड़ देगी कि what's interesting. So next class, a child is bound to happen. Like I'm engaging in a story, I leave halfway. Come on now, next I'll be doing it in the next class. The child at the end of that curiosity, the child is very curious. I leave that curiosity and come back. So next class, yes, by default, happily they come back to me, and as soon as I log in after wishing, they are like, teacher, क्या हुआ था कल story में? So that is how, leave that curiosity. When you are serving the platter to the child, just serve them accordingly. Do not serve them completely. At least leave them to explore. When they learn to explore, they will learn many things. Like you must all have seen, you're very excited when you see any movie or anything, or your friend is talking. हाँ हाँ अभी मैं बाद में बात करती हूँ. How curious you are as a mother. I'm sure all the mothers would be very curious. अरे हाँ भाई क्या हुआ तेरे साथ, वो तो बता क्या हुआ. I'm sure even Shalu or anybody else, we are very curious. So leave that curiosity with the children. Let them come back to me. Do not serve them completely. Like, don't serve them fully served platter. Leave them half so that they come back to you. So this is how the pattern
This is interesting to talk about, and we can go on and on this. But this can be easy. We can make this understand to the toddlers. But when we're talking with the young age students, today kids are very smart. तो आप 8th और 9th के बच्चे को ये नहीं समझा सकते हो कि हमारा पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू ये है और हम आपसे चाहते हैं आप ऑनलाइन क्लास में बैठिए क्योंकि आपको आगे सक्सेस मिलने वाला है, आपको आगे ग्रेड्स अच्छे मिलने वाले हैं. वो बड़ी क्लास के जो बच्चे हैं 8th के 9th के, आप उनका भी ट्यूशन लेते हो, उनको आप कैसे कन्विंस करोगे कि वो आपको मिले, क्योंकि वो आपकी किसी ब्राइड में नहीं आ सकते हैं, आपकी किसी इंटरेस्टिंग स्टोरी में नहीं आ सकते हैं. And they have their own set of thoughts.
Yeah,
thought process
exactly. They have their own set of notions.
Yes.
So with them, I tackle it in a way like we are friends. We are not here. We are not as a teacher and not as a student. With them also, because certain topics we have been doing it. So even they have their own viewpoints. So I allow them to express. But at certain point, I cannot force my thing on them. But yes, I will make them understand that this is the thing. Like everything has a two ways. Each coin has a coin has two sides. So I make them pursue that a coin has two sides. Rest, then I have to figure out. And with them, every moment, even I learn, I unlearn, I grow. So if we welcome them, if we first hear out to them, they have lot many things, because at times at this age, they are not very comfortable at times with their parents. So when you share a friendly rapport with them, make sure that comfort level, and I make sure that they are comfortable to such a limit.
Just a second. I want to interrupt you, Kinjal, on this note. When you're saying that we are telling that we are friends and all that, one mom is writing us, elder kids take full advantage of online class by fooling around. This is what I'm telling you. The kids are really smart, and they know that they don't want to study. It's quite boring because every day there is an online class. And this is not just with one kid. This is with many kids,
Okay.
Most of the kids, I can feel like this way.
So before we start a class, when we start a class, we just start a class, and before the kids want to stop, before their boredom, I make sure that I stop the class. I give them a much needed break. Like if I have a concept of 10 minutes, I make sure that I finish my concept, I plan my thing, that I finish it in 7 minutes, and before they want to stop, I take a break. So then they get that break, and that it's not monotonous. And at times it does happen that the child is bullying a teacher as well, that they switch off with a query like network issue hai, kya kar sakta tha, network issue, I couldn't join. Or they switch off the camera and they go off to sleep. Or they put on the headphones and just listen to what I say. And next class, then I come up and then I ask them whether you have understood. And from that, I can figure out that yes, this child was not attentive, or there was something really wrong with them. And then that's how we need to counsel them that, what is the thing, because currently all of us are sailing in the same boat because of the pandemic.
Okay. So Kinjal, okay, there is one mom. She's saying you already shared the method of new learning. What?
Yeah. Currently in this pandemic, yeah.
Just a second.
Method to study in the pandemic. Yeah, I will come to that.
Yes.
What is the best method to study in the pandemic? So currently, because of the pandemic, I know all of us are very much, on toes, like what happened. So this is the year even we have to understand. So it is okay even if they learn a little bit. It is okay if they do not learn. Give them a free hand a bit, like, allow them that, it's okay. And grades currently this year wouldn't matter for, up till 8th grade, 9th grade, of course, they have their boards. Because if we tell them every single day, we hammer them that, they have to study, they will not listen. And at one particular point, it will come to that point such that they will say, what will happen if I don't study? I don't want to study. So we will not go to that extent. And I'll request all the moms that give them a free hand. Give them a free hand in a way. Be flexible and come to that win-win situation. Talk to the child. Like today, if the child does not want to study certain things, it is fine. Give them that hand that, okay, fine. Today in this pandemic, like all of us have reached to a boredom that like it is itching us so badly that even we need to step out. So same goes with the child. They are yearning to go to that offline classroom to feel that thing. So we need to, give them a freedom. Like I have a teenager daughter. She throws every now and then a lot of tantrums. So at certain points, I need we need to give them a free hand and online. So they have a lot of exams and everything. So it is okay at times they do not score well. It is okay at times they do not want to attend the class. It should not happen that regular that aaj bhi attend nahi kiya, kal bhi attend nahi kiya. But once in a while, like before the child comes up, give that freedom that yes, it is okay if you do not want to attend the class. Absolutely fine. One class if you do not attend, it is absolutely fine. Every day there are certain parents, authoritarian, disciplinarian, like, they want that, nahi, attendance has to be there, you have to be regular. Because in this pandemic, as a mother, the role of the parent plays a very important thing. Please be flexible enough. Please give a free hand to your child and try to understand their purview. Like a glass is full and a glass is half. We have two different views. So same way, we have to step into their shoes, and at times we have to go such low and think from their perspective that, what they are thinking and what they want. So at times we need to give them a free hand.
So that's what you are bombarded with the questions you have to answer, because the topic which we are talking, there are many who really need the answers. On this current topic, what we're talking, one mom is saying, but there is also a timeline to finish the academic portions too. How to tackle that? Like when you are saying कि एक दिन class मत attend करो, 2 दिन नहीं करो, और बच्चा frustrated होके बोल देगा क्या करेंगे नहीं होगा तो. बड़े बच्चों के साथ ये problem है किंजल. So what do you suggest?
Once in a while, it is like at this stage, parents have to be like, disciplined as well as, like a free hand. Once in a while, it is okay, but that should not be an everyday routine. Everyday routine, then they will say that every day, even if we do not do, what will happen? Yeah. So agreed to that. So for that, we need to talk to them. We need to figure out. One day is okay, but that should not be an everyday. And currently with online exams, children try to fool around. Children try to copy or lot many things. But even the schools and the teachers, we also have come up with such strategies that, even if they try to fool, we know, because currently written examinations is not possible. We have come up with the MCQs, multiple choice questions. And that is such that we rack actually the child's brain, the churning of the brain has to be there, and that is what all the schools are doing. So it is not very easy for children to fool around that, they will be copying. In a paper, in a concept, they have an half an hour examination. So it is not easy for child to, copy and do that. So child has to be prepared, and a child has to do that certain things. Discipline is important. I am not saying that they have to bunk the class regularly. Once in a while is okay, but not that regular basis. And there are certain child who fool around, but that does not mean that, they have to do that. Here the parents, like working mothers, the mothers who are at home, they have to set that routine. They have to set that space. They have to set that thing. And gadget time or device time, they have to set that thing very, very on a routine basis. It should not be that, yes, screen time ho gaya, so then they have to give them again the screen time. No, we have to be very particular, and we have to be make sure that whatever they are doing, we have to keep a track, especially elder children. Nowadays, many things are happening. So we need to keep a track on them.
Kinjal, there is a preschooler mom. Now
Yeah.
she is asking ki when I gave one day off to my child, where it is when Sunday or any holiday, she keep asking in alternative days that can I take a day off. Now this is a toddler. She's about 3
Yeah.
4 years, and this is I guess very normal with every parent. So what do you suggest? Because small, I guess, things will not work. कि आज आप कर लो, कल off मिल जाएगा, 2 दिन के लिए बोल दो
No.
आपने. Then
For,
what do you suggest?
for toddler, yes, mom has to put her foot down from the start itself, because if you give them, for the toddlers, if you give them excess of freedom, then that they will take it on as granted, and then they will continue every day. That is what one of the mother is saying. So for toddlers, we do not give them the choice that, today you have to take an off and tomorrow you can't. For toddlers, we cannot give them a choice. But yes, we make sure that, whatever we say, whatever we promise, make sure that you keep up to that promise. Like at times we bribe the children that, आज कर लो, फिर मैं तुम्हें ये दूंगा. Absolutely, I do not believe in bribing. But at certain times, currently in this pandemic, I agree, many of us, including I myself, as an educationist, I have, bribed my daughter, like, आज कर लो, कल we will see what has to be done. But कल we will see, so we have to get them. फिर कल ऐसा ना हो कि वो कल कभी आए ही ना. Because what if we do not, keep up to our words? Children will learn every moment. Children are observing. Children are the exact mirror. They are observing and they are replica of us. So we have to get them, and we have to get back to them that, this is the thing, or whatever you have promised them, make sure that you get back to them, very soon. Not that it is being lingering around, and then kabhi hota hai ki children has a query and we never get back to them. So that will keep hovering in their mind, and until that is not being solved, that anxiety level always high, and they will not take anything new. And every second, like, from 0 to 7 years, every second there are 1.5 million cells, brain cells being developed. So if we do not feed them with anything positive, anything with them, that cells are wasted and that time will, go away. Because from 0 to 7 years, it is a peak learning time. It's like a blank slate, like a wet sponge. We have to keep on inculcating that thing, and the child will absorb. So after that, but do not ever test your child. कि हाँ बेटा, आज टीचर ने क्लास में ये करवाया ना, चलो अब टेस्ट ले लो. No, never ever do that for any of the child. We as a parent, if we learn something, we have been attending many webinars, seminars, or many of the classes, or cooking class, whatever. घर आके अगर mother-in-law or anybody, हाँ भाई तुमने आज क्लास में क्या सीखा? So we will being asked to demonstrate. We will be asked for a test. Do we like it? No. So same way it goes for a toddler as well as a child. Elder, do not try to test them ever. Teaching and learning, please, do not ever, try to test the child. Just keep trust and faith, like we say, Shraddha or Vishwas, that goes parallel. Please trust, please have faith in your child. Do not ever test your child.
No, having faith in child and not testing them, I guess every parent will not agree. Why? Because they also need to see the capabilities of the child. Once they can say that, okay, आज हम आपका test नहीं ले रहे हैं, but make sure that you give us this test tomorrow. Also, I want to know, Kinjal, when we are talking about online classes, अभी पहले कैसा होता था, स्कूल भी जा रहे हैं बच्चे, ट्यूशन भी जा रहे हैं, तो वो पेरेंट्स को लगता था कि दोनों जगह उनकी ग्रिप बनी हुई है. यहाँ पर हम लोग ऑनलाइन क्लासेस में बच्चों को भी डाल रखे हैं, तो जो बच्चे ट्यूशन नहीं जा पा रहे हैं या वो भी ऑनलाइन जा रहे हैं, डू यू थिंक दैट विल रिजल्ट इन ग्रेड में कोई फर्क आएगा या बच्चों का वो, बिकॉज अल्टीमेटली ऑनलाइन उनको दो जगह पे एंगेज होना पड़ रहा है.
See, a child's brain is whatever, until an extent they will accept. After a certain extent, their brain will not accept. So whatever is being done, even if you engage a child in 5 to 6 hours of learning, the child will not learn. So number of hours is not important. The quality and the time, the fruitful time, whatever the child is engaged, that is more important. Even like, you have an exam and if the child is studying for 7 hours, 8 hours, but at the end of the day, the child is not able to produce results. So that is what I'm trying to tell. Even if you put 7 or 8 hours, the child will not, you will pressurize the child has a capability. Every child has an inborn talent. Up to a certain extent, the child will take it. After a certain extent, the child will not be able to take it. However hard you try and however hard you keep on nagging, you keep on hammering, that thing is not going to enter the brain, means not going to enter the brain.
That is the same thing, Kinjal. I am saying that it's the same thing with the toddlers when they are sitting for online classes. They are not interested to sit because अभी ऊपर भी कमेंट आप देखोगे तो उसमें 5 to 13 years का मॉम ने डाला हुआ है, उनका सन है. So it's very difficult to make them understand because what discussions we are doing as a parent, we can follow that, we can implement on that, but from their point of view or their thought process is completely different. What they want is no nagging, nothing doing, don't ask for online classes, बोलो मत हमें बैठने के लिए, रोज का हमें पीछे मत पड़ो. How do you suggest parents, what do you suggest कि उन्हें क्या करना चाहिए to make them understand in a simple manner, not going far, not बहुत भारी कुछ ज्ञान नहीं देकर, what they should be doing?
See, now currently, initially everything was new for the children, but over the period of time, even children have been started adapting to the new normal that currently due to the pandemic classes are going to be virtual. So slowly and gradually it is going to be virtual, and at times even if you force, the child will be sitting in the front of the screen, but child is not going to learn anything. So even after forcing the child,
so at times we cannot,
so at times you cannot force them, like, you cannot tell them that you have to sit. We have to leave certain things and we have to trust them that no, you cannot. I mean, I trust you completely. And
क्योंकि वो लोग तो पढ़ाई करना ही नहीं चाहते हैं. The point is they don't want to study sitting online in front of the teacher, in front of the class, when say 60-70% kids are there जो फोकस करेंगे, पढ़ाई करेंगे, but then always 20-30% like स्कूल में भी ऐसा ही होता है, बच्चों का इंटरेस्ट नहीं होगा, उनका ध्यान कहीं और होगा, और यहाँ पर भी डिस्ट्रैक्शंस, हर घर में डिस्ट्रैक्शंस होते ही हैं, बिकॉज पेरेंट्स चाहे वर्किंग है कि नहीं है, दैट्स एन डिफरेंट इशू. व्हाट आई एम डिस्कसिंग इज कि डिस्ट्रैक्शंस तो रहेंगे ही रहेंगे. बच्चों के पेरेंट्स अगर पास से निकल भी जाएंगे तो they'll keep looking at कि क्या कर रही है मम्मा. For these things to the point should come in their mind, not in the parents' mind. So we want to ask you as a parent, from all the moms I want to ask you, ये आप कैसे understand करोगे कि बच्चे को अभी बैठा के रखना है और कल भी वो वापस बैठेगा, continue करवानी है classes. It is difficult.
Currently, majority as per the survey and the research what we are being doing now in the field of education as an educationist, currently I would rather put it up as 90% of the children have lost their interest in the studies. Also, it depends because a lot of 90%. This is all in R&I. We have been doing a lot of research and analysis, and accordingly 90%. Why? Because of the pandemic. Because lot many things happening, virtual was what you are saying. So it all depends. Like in every school has a different methodology. It also depends on teacher to teacher, because what happens is in certain schools I have been observing that teacher take the class for a 30 minutes class. The teacher takes the class very, very monotonous, and that becomes very taxing for a child to sit in front of the screen and just sit like this, and they have to listen. That becomes a monotonous. So it also depends from school to school. And as per the current scenario, even from the education department, all the schools have been continuously getting that we have to be very innovative. In a 30 minutes class, a teacher cannot go on talking non-stop. It is upon the teacher that how the class is more innovative. Like 30 minutes class, after a 10 minutes, there has to be a one screen break. A child has to be given a break, that go use the washroom, use the water, take a round in the house and interact and come back quickly. So when they are allowed, it implies from the toddler as well as the elder child, because at the end, a child is a child. That is how, like, we have a class of 45 minutes. In that 45 minutes, I give them minimum 3 breaks. At times, children need, because of the festival, at times children are very fed up, or children does not want to do the class time. So I give them a 4 breaks in between. So that break recharges their cells, brain cells, and that is what makes them that, they come back to me. And by default, like I do not, trust me, I do not have to even tell them that, children, are you back? I give them 30 seconds, I give them a minute. Before the minute gets over, the child is back. So it again depends upon teacher to teacher, the school to school. And currently in this, the teacher has to be very, very, very innovative prior, that they have to plan in such a way that child is with you. Yeah. And how the teacher plans the entire class schedule, it all depends from teacher to teacher.
I love this thing, Kinjal, what you were saying, because that can interest a child, but it depends again, the teachers who are, from the school we have, or all the parents have. So there is a mom, clearly she is saying, in case of toddler, take a round and come back won't happen, because they just vanish and don't want to come back. So yes, this happened. But yes, I agree. We can come to this conclusion that if we really want a child to study, it is important to bring new method and give them a break. A break is must. Yes. So
break is definitely a must. Come on. For the toddlers, if we are doing a story for a toddlers, we are doing a story, correct? So we are doing the story has to be put across with lot of efforts, as in, lot of voice modulation, lot of body language, lot of beautiful things, like, lot of innovative, lot of colorful things, so that the toddler sits. And in between, if we, we have come to that, toddler is very curious. Ab kya hoga? Like, what next? And he's very well engrossed. And at that peak, if we tell them that, come on now, after this, come on, go drink water and come back soon. Now teacher is going to show you something very exciting. And yes, if you have said that, get something very exciting with them, a picture card or a puppet show or something, so that the child is bound to come back, and give a trailer of that thing. Just show them, wow, this is something very new. Come on, I'm going to tell you something new. I'm going to show you. Come back quickly. And so that is what attracting to the child, and child will definitely come back. Definitely.
I really feel that अभी इसके बाद जितने भी, जब हमारा सेशन अभी is coming to an end now, और जितने भी teachers हैं हमारे पास, at least in MW community, and we'll be sharing this on YouTube. So ये जो method आप बता रहे हो, Kinjal, this really sounds good and interesting as well. We have come to an end of the session. There are any suggestions or tips and tricks you want to give to the parents?
There is one query that phonic sounds is not clear with the 5th grade child. I would address to that. Basically, all the schools go with the phonics, but phonics works only up to certain words. I would never suggest that you go with the phonics. Rather, go with the sight words. At, so like suppose bat. So normally parents or the schools go with b, at. So that is up till to a certain word. Like, what if we give them a word psychology? What if we give them a word blood? So how are you going to split the word blood? The child will split the word as blah, o, for o they sound oo. So blah, oo, da. So it is not blood, it is blood. So I would always go with the sight reading technique, and give them the word to read as a whole rather than split the word. Like for example, I said psychology, pneumonia, blood. How are we going to split the word?
Right.
And then at the end we come that, this is a magical word and it has to be read like that. So, right. I mean, at the end you have to come to that terms, right? So rather than going to that, use the sight words, like, flash them with the words bat, cat, mat, or, any words, what, how, when. Read the word as a whole. Never
I'll be giving your contact numbers to the parents who really want it, because it is important for them to understand the basics so that their child is engrossed properly in the studies, not just looking at the book or not just looking at the screen, and learning properly
Yeah.
the way we want it. So yes,
Correct.
Kinjal, the time has come to wrap up the session, and thanks for joining.
Yes.
We really love
Yeah.
the ideas and the methods you shared with us. Really look forward once again when we join next time. And I would suggest you to keep sharing the insights in MW community as well whenever we have any sessions like this. So at least moms
Sure.
will be very happy to know. Yeah.
Definitely, definitely. And it was great pleasure. Thank you, Shaluji, so much for inviting me on this platform. It's my heartfelt gratitude to Shaluji as well as all the mothers and the lovely viewers. And thank you so much. And I hope all the queries were being resolved. Last but not the least, I would just say one thing to all the mothers, that please trust and have faith on your child. Stop before the child wants to learn. No, and teaching and learning happens naturally. So do not ever force upon your child. And in this pandemic, because it is a new learning phase, rather than being monotonous, we try to involve the child visually, kinesthetically, and, audio visual, not just that we make them sit in the front of the screen. Many things like audio, kinesthetic means in between give them lot of physical exercise so the child gets charged up and again sits back. Audio things mean a lot of audio visual. Visual means to see, and audio means a lot of audio things also works in this new normal learning. That is what, that's it what I would love to say to
let's hope
the
for
parents.
the best, and really wish that kids start accepting this new normal very soon and are back on track for everything else. I'm going to suggest your name and will pass your numbers. Also, you can answer the queries if they're coming on MWSB. I'll definitely.
My pleasure. Sure.
Thanks
Definitely. My pleasure.
Take care.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye.
A wonderful session with Kinjal Shah has come to an end. And this is really important to understand for us as well as for the teachers, that if the kids are sitting in a same pattern, in a same way daily, they will definitely get bored. They really need someone who can make their learning interesting, and not only interesting, will make sure that tomorrow, the next day, whenever kid is sitting for the online class, the teacher should be interesting, the studies should be interesting, and what they are going to learn in the session, the content should be interesting. Because you cannot make toddlers understand. What they see is they understand. Like we say, the kids imitate us. So we have to be the best example for them. With this, I really hope the queries are solved today. And it was a wonderful session with Kinjal Shah. Wonderful ideas shared by her. And look forward for another Friday with one of the best people around, and some good insights and informative session. I love you all. Thanks for joining. And this copy of the video will be shared on YouTube, Facebook, WhatsApp, like always. We shall see you soon. And do not forget to watch Mommy's World for You and Me's Facebook community for Diwali online exhibition starting from 25th October. This is day after tomorrow. Don't forget. All the best. Happy festivities. Enjoy. And make sure this pandemic is no more a pandemic. It's a happy demic. Love you all. Happy parenting. Bye-bye.